Well, most of our trips are solo. This time we are teaming up with Adventure Off-Road X, a crew out of the Ocala, Florida area. This is our Florida Coast-to-Coast Adventure 2026. To conduct a 6-day epic adventure all the way across the state of Florida, from the westernmost edge to the Gulf of America and out to the Atlantic Ocean. Stay tuned as we will follow parts of the Florida Adventure Trail, the Panhandle Adventure Trail, and even make some of it up as we go. Overall, we almost have 1 Gladiator from each year of production, so 5 total Gladiators. Out front, we've got Steve from Adventure Off-Road X and his Warhawk 2.0 and Runaway Camper. Chris, the Nautical Wheeler, JT. And Tim with Outsiders JT and his tiny camper. Joel with the Beer Cat Garage. Behind him we've got Jake, the Cowboy Adventure. You can follow him over on Instagram. Project Rampage and I are pulling trail. Hey guys, so we are right outside of St. Mark's Nature Reserve down in Florida. Hot, humid today in the middle of June, and mosquitoes, you can probably see them flying all around me. And we are right at the corner of the Panhandle on the innermost coastal area, and we are continuing our travels south and east along the Panhandle Adventure Trail and parts of the Florida Adventure Trail. Should be some epic scenery today. Now would be a great time. Give us a like. Give this video a hype if you like this type of content, as well as subscribe, because subscribers help the channel grow and broaden our audience, so really appreciate that. Hopefully you guys enjoy today's content. We're a little bit dirty, so Rampage is covered in moon dust and dirt, and it's going to be a great time, and we're going to continue rolling. Great times. All right guys, so we're back on the trail. We made a stop at Dollar General, restocked the fridge with some drinks, as well as bought some microfiber cloths. Yeah, I know we do shows, and right before this trip I was like, oh, I'm not gonna need all my detailing stuff. We're gonna go play in the woods, get dirty. I didn't realize how dirty we'd get. Didn't plan on riding the trail with the windows down either. So got some microfiber cloths, wiped down the dash, wiped down all my camera gear, and we're back in business. But we're on the road. We're gonna have a great day. Really appreciate you guys joining in, and let's get on with this adventure. All right guys, here's the St. Mark's River. Got some kayakers out there. It's a pretty place, cool bridge. Just kind of runs back into the swamp over here. So this is the Natural Bridge Historic Site and State Park here. Pretty area for sure. You can see now my dash is all clean. You look under the ducks over there, all that dust, all the dust in the corner, everything was that gray color. So it was good to take and wipe everything down. And yeah, so Starlink's actually still full signal with all the dirt and dust on there. Probably should wipe down my solar panels in the back. But we've been doing really good. We've been getting 17.9 in the Eco Diesel. So pretty happy with it. This weekend has really been a lot of me just relearning the Jeep with the tons and 40s, regaining my confidence in everything. And we've had 1 or 2 small repairs, but for the most part I'm extremely happy with the build. Everything is performing great, and so it's good stuff, man. It's just so pretty and relaxing out here. I love this. So here we're just cruising down the road, single lane, blacktop, no lines, really cool. I love passing through the trees like this. So we took a little detour out here. Alright guys, so we're checking out the lookout tower here. It's a shame how much trash is out here. Trashy people, don't throw your trash out. It's really pretty. Coming up to the third deck. Let's see. Wow, it's pretty. Alright, check that off the list of destinations. Alright, so if you want to come visit the Big Bend Lookout Tower, it's really cool. We drove across that little embankment. And over here you can see where we came, where we're headed out, I guess is the same way. So, really cool area. Lots of wildlife to see. Definitely been an awesome trip. We just finished up at the tower. We are headed back to the trail, so we're going to do a little bit of backtracking. It is completely white out there, making sure we're leaving plenty of vehicle spacing, as well as making sure our lights are turned on so that the vehicle in front of us, we can see their brake lights, as well as any oncoming traffic can see our headlights or running lights when we're driving. So want to be safe out here. When you get a whole bunch of vehicles and a convoy, bad things can happen. If somebody has to slam on the brakes and doesn't call it over the radio, there's always a risk of, you know, somebody slamming in the back of another one. Put a lot of money into our vehicles, don't want that to happen. Got a good group. Steve was calling out vehicles earlier. Had 2 vehicles pass us, but I'll show you guys how white it is out there. So we're a ways back and it is still just pure white. As far as the naked eye, I can't see where Chris is. Chris switched out. He's now in front of me, and Jake is a little bit further up. So as you can see, we've got probably a good 100 yards to 50 yards between us, and I cannot see him. I can see, actually there's Jake up there, so Chris is somewhere in the middle. But overall, man, I'm having a blast getting to hang out with these guys, do a long trip like this. Hopefully we can link up and do some more trips with some other content creators. This was definitely on the to-do list. I wanted to come wheel in Florida. Not really hardcore wheeling that we're doing. It's mostly just, you know, dirt roads. We went through the national forest on a rainy day.
Vehicle coming in hot.
Y'all just heard Steve calling on the radio. Vehicles coming on hot on the left. So make sure my headlights are on. I got my marker lights on. So hopefully they're not, you know, bombing through here and end up hitting us. They don't necessarily have their lights on, so there's a Dodge Ram over there. So you guys probably were able to see it on camera. I couldn't see it that well. It's definitely tough to see when it gets dusty out. So just take your time, be safe. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the video. Try to get some good flyovers, trying to do a good mix. Anywhere I could fly, you know, and it made sense, we put the drone up.
One vehicle passing Jake.
All right, Cadillac.
Truck coming up on Jake.
Alright, let's see if we can see the truck. Yep, there it is. No headlights. So that's what you're contending with. You don't see it until you see it. Alright, I think we're all at the stop sign.
We'll be taking a left here, and then we're going to go down. We'll be taking a right in a little bit.
So we're cruising through another wildlife management area.
Right.
Pretty cool. Good mix of like tropical vegetation, pines.
That bridge coming up. Kind of a rough entrance on that bridge. Little creek there. Some really neat trees over here. Unfortunately, it looks like a storm came through and knocked some of them down. Really pretty pasture farmland. And then I'll pull over here real quick. So with the cows, every cow has like these little white birds that are following them along. See? I've never seen that before. Over there or not. But like near every cow is some white bird. So they're living in harmony. See, there's one flying back there near that white cow. That's really cool. Yeah, I don't see any white birds near these. Oh, there's one. See? The cow with the tag. Right in front of it, there's a little bird. Super cool. I think it's really cool. I saw that earlier, but it was too dusty. And so I just wanted to slow down and show you guys. There's one of those birds right there. Not gonna be able to see him. Maybe through here. Yeah. See a little white bird in front of those cows. Alright, so we're back on the hardball. So that was actually really cool. It was like every one of those cows had its own guard bird. And I asked the guys and they said it was an ibis. And a lot of people just call them cowbirds because like it's almost like the bird is guarding the cows. Pretty cool. I'm sure they enjoy eating the flies around the cow and, you know, worms and everything else. So I'm sure it helps keep the cows healthy as well. Alright guys, so apparently we're going to do a fun, challenging trail here. So we're in the Osceola, heading to the Boundary Road here. All terrain vehicles are prohibited, so no ATVs.
So I'm sure when this is wet, it would be a lot bigger mess. Lots of tree roots in here. And no, I didn't air down, so real bouncy. Big tree.
This is true.
Lots of widowmakers on this trail though. All these leaning trees.
Yeah, I looked at the view of the hole, but if it was wet, they'd be deeper. You could see they've been hooked onto the bottom of it in the west side. They had a pile of rocks there. Going left. We are going left. Time says 5.
Yeah, we probably need to slow down because there's so much dust. We're gonna smoke out anybody who's recreating. I take it this is a campground?
Yes, sir.
Good stuff. Goose pasture. If anybody's ever been around geese, you know they stink. All right, guys, welcome to day 5. This is our final trip day, at least running trails and everything else. Tonight we've got planned an awesome camp spot that I love going personally, so I'm not going to tell you about it until we get there, so you'll just have to keep watching. And then we're getting packed up, ready to roll, hit some trails on the way there. Gonna go to Osceola National Forest today, go ride some trails out there and have an awesome time. So I will say this park we found, this campground, has some pretty amazing looking trees, so pretty cool. And then everybody's just packing up. Chris is done, I'm done, Jake's almost finished, and Steve's almost finished, and Tim's ready to rock and roll. So it's gonna be a great time today. See a whole lot more trail. We've seen a lot of Florida, but there's so much more to see. So if you're interested in getting the files for today, kind of what we did on our trail, search Florida Adventure Trail, and you can get the complete package from John Berkmeyer over at Sunshine State Adventure Co. and help support the his cause. The guy runs an off-road shop, he's a minister, and every little bit helps, and he loves building this trail, and he's got a great story behind why he did it. So if you want to hear that story, you can check out any of our saved videos other than this year, 2025, 24, or 23. We got John in there telling his side of the story, and it's a really interesting story. So go check out those videos. And for today, we're getting ready to move along. If you want trails up in Georgia, check out V-Man 1313. That's where we get a lot of our stuff. And Tony actually helped put together part of the trail that we've been doing this week, all with the Panhandle Adventure Trail. So thanks for watching. As always, appreciate the likes, appreciate the hypes, and definitely appreciate the subscribes. So let's go. Alright guys, I think we're getting ready to hit hardball up here. So again, we're in the back, kind of dusted out. Oh, yeah. Hey, before we hit the main road, I need to unlock.
Yeah, I've got 1.9 miles and we hit 98.
Alright guys, so we got quite a few miles to make up today. Our plan yesterday was originally going to follow the Panhandle Adventure Trail and go all the way to Osceola National Forest, and we ended up taking and backtracking, and we had a lot of fun. The trail we did yesterday was supposed to, deep mud holes. It's a level 4 out of 10 on Onyx, and we ended up, it was dry. So it just was a bouncy, fun trail, narrow, with great views between trees and seeing a bunch of the cypress trees and cypress knees and swamplands around it. And for the most part, it was a good time. But today we really wanted to get to Osceola because of the trails up there. A lot of them are supposed to be swampy and challenging, and we'll see how it goes. I've been wanting to go there. It's not too far for quite a while. The thing about riding trails in Florida is you really want to have somebody with you. I personally know of too many horror stories where vehicles sat in the water for like 4 hours before somebody could come recover them and complete engine tear down and rebuild. So you don't want that happening to you out here. I know we got 40s and tons, but Murphy has a say. Stuff can happen. You never know because there's so much water. If it was rocks, if it was dirt, what have you, we've got winch, we can self-recover. We got other equipment, and we almost always see folks out there on the trail. But when you're dealing with mud and water holes and long crossings, some of the crossings can be up to 3, 4, 5 feet deep depending on rain. It's always good to have a group. So I really wanted to have a group, and Steve and the guys were doing this trip, and I'm so glad I came, because if nothing else, it gave me a perspective of some good hot spots to go wheel. And I think that's really what it is. The Florida Adventure Trail really connects you to a lot of key hubs where you can do some good off-road adventures, even if it's just for a weekend. To run the whole thing, again, you probably want 3 to 5 days. If we were pushing, I mean, you could probably do it in 3 days, the Panhandle Adventure Trail. We just wanted to take our time and enjoy the sights. And that's exactly what we did, and it turned out great, and I love it. And so we're going to get back to it. Lots of hardball, and we'll probably pick it up at the trails or any stops we make. So again, thanks for watching. Roger, taking a left. All right, guys, so we are getting ready to peel off. Jake's headed back to home. He's not going to be able to get with us, but you guys can follow him at the Cowboy Adventure.
We're gonna love you. Have a good one, Jake. We'll see you next time.
Double that. Safe travels, Jake.
I'll show you guys. See you soon.
But Jake peeled off and he's headed back home. We're going to continue the adventure without him. If you want to follow him, he's the Cowboy Adventure over on Instagram. And then if you own horses and you're looking for some really good horse training videos, check out Pear Tree Ranch on YouTube, and he does all kinds of horse training, and that's his main income. So go over there, give him a subscribe and a like if you're into horses and stuff. And if you're into Jeeps, make sure you give him a follow over on Instagram. So we're going to continue the adventure and keep going. Looks like I got some bridge repair going on up here. Got the one lane out. Good stuff. That's cool. River over there. Alright guys, so we are getting ready to head into the Osceola National Forest and taking a ride in here, and we're going to get this party started. I'm glad to be here. This has been on the to-do list for quite a while. Probably going to be a little bit of pavement getting us back to the trails, and then when the pavement ends, we will be going. It's definitely a little narrow back here. Here shortly, we will hopefully be hitting some dirt.
Taking a right, and boys, welcome to Osceola.
Sounds good.
John, I don't know if after we get in here, if you want to hand me a camera, and I can have the camera ready up front.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I'll hand off the camera to you.
did a great job for us, and we're going to continue on down the road and keep this thing going. Alright guys, check out this cool fire tower. Dusty road. Go grab some grub, have a good old-fashioned beach cookout tonight, so stick around. A1A in Florida is probably one of the most scenic drives you can do. If you like beaches, beach houses, and everything else and some wildlife, if you're going to plan a trip to Florida, it's a great place to do it. Kayaking down here. There's a boathouse where you can rent kayaks. So now we're getting ready to leave Little Talbot Island. Again, another scenic drive. Look at that big cruise ship there. Or oil tank. I guess that's actually a cargo carrier. We got 3 battleships in the distance, and we're going to be camping over there near the inlet. Maybe they're frigates, I don't know. I'm not a Navy guy. Should be an entrance coming up on the left. I think these over here on the right, there was like sites A through C. Well, they've been doing construction here for like 2 years because I think the
the whole area like washed away. If you look here to the right, you can see the old asphalt, and the road no longer goes to the right.
Yeah, Hurricane Matthew messed this place up.
But it's really cool. I don't know what those Navy ships are over there, but it's kind of cool. You get to see those. And they do patrol out here and all that stuff in case somebody tries to break on the Navy base. Oh, there's your water crossing.
Frigates.
Dude, I need to try to get a job as a camp host down here.
I think that
Hey, welcome to camp. I'm gonna go wheel all day and chill on the beach. Hi guys, so tonight, in order to celebrate our completion of our trip, we are going to go all out. So we're going to do some cooking, which I usually don't do on the channel, but these are some of my camp favorites, especially when I'm at the beach. So we got some potatoes, which is our norm. We got a nice cut of ribeye. We got shrimp, and we got scallops. Whenever I go to the beach, I want seafood. So that's what I'm craving. That's what we got, and that's what we're gonna cook. So stick around. So first thing we got is our oil over here. I always use some type of olive oil. Use that as your base, and then we're gonna slice up our potatoes. The smaller they are, the quicker they cook. And typically I allow about 20 minutes for cooking potatoes. And so the larger ones, these are pre-washed and everything else. Larger ones I take, drop them in. I'll cut them 3 times. The smaller ones, do them half and quarters. So really 8 pieces per potato. I'm using my new front loader kit tonight. My chef's knife is a little bit dull, so we'll have to sharpen that one when we get home. Again, the larger potatoes, I'll cut one side, flip it 90 degrees, cut it another. That way you get small pieces. So the potatoes always take the longest, so we're going to start those first. I like to use a healthy amount of garlic salt. Even though it's salt, it's not really healthy. Throw some garlic salt on there. I'll drizzle a little more olive oil. And yes, olive oil I know is pricey. I like to use a lot because it really soaks into the potatoes. And then I'm going to add a little bit of butter. We've added some butter in here. Now we're going to fire up our stove. There we go. So I usually cook about 20 minutes and then mix it up. Olive oil, garlic salt, butter. You can see we got the wind guards on the sides. I like to use a flat iron when I do steaks, and then for the shrimp and the scallops, I think we'll try the flat iron too. Hopefully give it a nice crust. As Stale Cracker famously says, while we wait, we hydrate. Put that on a cracker. Every so often we'll take and we'll check our potatoes, we turn them down to low. I like to get them all wet and re-season. Guys, let's take a look at these potatoes. Oh, they're looking good. They're all kind of soaked. That's what we want. Lots of good flavor. Now we're just going for doneness. While that's cooking, I'm going to start prepping the steak. And the shrimp and the scallops, they only take like a couple minutes each side. Alright guys, so for our steak, we've got a ribeye, and this one is a Black Angus ribeye. It's gonna be good. What we're gonna do for this, I like to keep it simple. Garlic salt and pepper. There's the garlic salt. In your seasoning bag, there's a black pepper. Can't have too much pepper. You don't even have to touch it. Just flip it over and put your pepper. Pepper and garlic salt. So that is perfect salt and pepper.
Beautiful. All right, guys, so all we're gonna do is wrap up our steak. Let those seasonings soak in. Here in a few minutes, fire up the grill. Over here, we've got some shrimp. Always buy wild caught. And then same thing with scallops, wild caught. Don't buy the farm raised. So under here is my Allen Motorworks cooking light that I installed. And these are their LED cooking lights, all prototypes. But I really dig them and love them. And then the red awning. Oh yeah, those are almost perfect. Soft, tender. Let those cook. I think we can start with our grill. All right, so how I prep my grill is for a steak, you want to get it red hot. You want to get it as hot as you can to sear it. A little bit of oil on there, a little bit extra actually. Get that good and hot. Pull our butter back out. Butter. There we go. Alright. I'm use half for the steak. And we'll put that in the middle here. And it looks like we got a little bit to the front. Make sure we do not scratch our cooking area. If your butter turns brown, that's no bueno. You're burned. So let's start our big old steak here. Oh yeah, that sounds good. And we're going for a rare because I like rare. I know it's early. So we're going to flip it. Look at that sear on there. That is why I like a good old cooked steak. Hot char. Guys, if you look here at the fat line, you can see the meat is starting to pull apart. That's what you want in a really, really good steak. And we are going to drop our butter so we can start our scallops and shrimp. You don't want our butter burned. I'm not touching the skillet. So here's how we're going to do it. Shrimp, 3 minutes each side. Scallops take a little bit longer. Just drop them in. Hit them with garlic salt, heavy. Give them that kick. Give them about 1 to 2 minutes each side. Meanwhile, while we got the butter going, as it might happen to you too. So we're going to take our propane cylinder, replace it live on camera. Crisis averted. We're going to flip our steak one more time. Even though people are typically on one flipper, that is a big monster steak. So we flipped our steak one more time. And we're doing like a scampi with both the scallops and our shrimpies. Most people don't know it, but you can go back there and you can ask for 6 shrimp or 5 shrimp or 4 shrimp, whatever you feel like eating. Most people think they gotta order a pound. They're not peeled, they're not deveined. What we're looking for is we don't want our scallops rubbery. When shrimp start shrinking and turning orange, it's time to flip them. You don't want your steak tasting like shrimp, so you want to keep your meat separate. So I think that's looking good. We're going to grab a plate and we're going to let that one rest. And pull it. Still loosey-goosey. Still a little red in there, but it's cooked. I take a little bit for
grills come back to the full heat. But typically it's only 3 minutes for shrimp. You can see they're starting to curl. You want that good brown crust on the bottom. Carefully flip your scallop. I like them in butter. When they get curled and tight, they're probably a little overcooked. Better overcooked and not cooked enough. The shrimp have been on there probably 4 or 5 minutes or so. Really, they only need 3 each side. Take our celebratory platter and we're going to add some potatoes. Now, my friends, that is a true celebration feast. Hey guys, bon appetit. Hey guys, we had a great time this week. Steve, what was your favorite part of the trip, you think?
Man, I'll tell you, just the relaxed time. It's the best time for me. I mean, no, Hurricane Lake, that spot out there was just really nice.
Yeah.
Kids got to go fishing and just really have a good time.
Yeah. What about you, Chris? What do you think?
I agree with the Hurricane Lake. That was a great camp spot. Also, the couple of the good trails we found out there.
Oh yeah.
We
Nice
kind of
ride.
ventured off the trail and hit some other trails and made our own adventure.
Joel's fun run.
Yeah,
over
Joel's
there.
fun run.
Joel's fun run.
And Tim, what about you, man? What did you enjoy?
I like Blackwater
Yeah.
over there. Yeah, that was a nice area.
Yeah, there's a lot of trails out there too. So, hey guys, we really appreciate you watching. Go over there to Adventure Off-Road X. Give Steve a subscribe on YouTube. Check him out at Adventure Off-Road X on Instagram. You can follow Tim over at Outsider JT. And Chris, yours is Nautical Wheeler JT _20, right?
Right.
All right. Well, we had a great time. Can't wait to do this again. Really appreciate it, guys. Thanks, man. We're gonna miss you all. Our assistant camera operator. Appreciate it. If you've enjoyed today's video, please make sure you subscribe, like, and turn on your notifications. As always, I get to share my dream with you, but the true purpose of this channel is to help inform, motivate, and inspire you guys to get out there and start building your dreams.